Advantage Sampras. Thank you.
Well, there's a comment in the crowd. We missed it.
Game Sampras.
Got very good concentration, hasn't he? Stayed focused, held that serve well. But Rafter has the break, 3-2, second set.
Just follow the simple instructions.
Well, Pete Sampras has done many amazing things in his tennis career, but he is one of only 8 men who have won Wimbledon and the United States title back-to-back. Only one of 8 men. He's only one of 3 men who's done it twice. And if he does it again this year, he's going to stand alone. He's going to be the only man in history in the Open era to win back-to-back Wimbledon and US titles.
It's a great debate in tennis. Who is the greatest player of all time? And I thought Boris Becker was fairly succinct when he said that this man, Pete Sampras, he has the touch, he has the speed, the athleticism, he has the strokes, he has everything. But he has power like no other champion previous has had.
15 love.
Well, I agree with everything he says. I think he's the best player I've ever seen. I saw Lever, but I think Lever was a smaller man. And Lever, with the new equipment and everything, would have been a fantastic player. Of course, well, he already was, but...
30 love.
The only thing that Pete hasn't got is the French Open title.
Well, I guess that is an argument. He hasn't won on clay, so how can you say he's the best? But in this day and age, there are so many clay court specialists. The tour has evolved. There's a strong clay court season, and there are so many clay court specialists. 20 or 30 years ago, for example, everybody played the same. Whether you were playing on a grass court, a clay court, a hard court, you observed the same style of tennis. And it was just a better player on the day one. But things evolve, and that's why it is a great discussion, because there's so many intangibles, and everyone's got their own opinions as to who is the greatest.
Well, it's not a bad assessment by Becker, one of the great players of the modern era. If he chooses him, I feel happy to choose him too.
40-15.
For mine, of course, it's very hard to go past Beppe Merlo, that great Italian clay courter.
He made no sound at all on the strings. When he hit the ball, I was playing in a tournament, you know, a seniors tournament he was in. It's a great half-volley try by Sampras there. And Rafter underlines his break again, leading 4-2 in this set. Oh, terrific shot.
Well, this is encouraging. Pat has not gone into his shell after securing the break. If anything, he's hitting out and trying to get the insurance, the double break on Sampras in the second set. So often you see players, they affect the break and they play some very rash games on return. They're confident that they can hold their serve to serve out the set. It's not always a good policy.
Love 13.
Now, Pete, he's had a rough day on serve. His first serve percentage is not good, and I feel he's really powering that first serve. Everything is up over 115, 120 miles an hour. Even that second serve, 101. I think he's just got to slow it down, rely on his rhythm, get power through rhythm. He's really trying to clobber everything. Once again, 123.
13.
Well, nothing Rafter can do about that. That is absolutely perfect. And when the ball does hit the line, it tends to skid a little bit. Comes on.
30 all.
So Sampras hitting hard, serving hard. He's still a service break behind. Rafter coming out to serve at 4-3, second set. Shirt for Sampras.
Well, that's unusual, Bill. I don't understand why you'd have an Angora vest on a day like today. It's pretty warm. As you can see, obviously, that breeze, may be worried by the breeze. Just looking at the winners by set. Not a great deal of difference. Rafter in this second set, he is up the break.
Very good conditions. There's quite a lot of high cloud now, so there's no dazzle from the sun. Didn't quite make it. Good shot by Sampras. Always does that little dance just before he serves. He's only served 3 aces in this match. They've all been in this set.
All. (40-13).
That's excellent wide serving.
Well, Bill, we've had 21 games so far, and Pete Sampras has yet to generate 1 break point on the Rafter serve, so he hasn't come to grips with it whatsoever.
Terrific court movement by both players, really, particularly Rafter there. So quick.
You can see that he's on his way. He's anticipating the drop volley, but on this occasion, you can see there the double hop. Always in motion. You can see the feet never stopping. Brilliant mover for a man 6'1".
30 love.
Becoming increasingly obvious that the ball is being hit so hard that it's almost a prerequisite now that if you want to do well, you've got to be a good athlete, you've got to be quick. Our 4 semi-finalists at the Open certainly are.
Game Sampras.
Thunderous serving by Sampras. 121, that one. But still no breaks here. And Rafter will be coming out to serve to level the match at set all. Rafter serving for the set, 5-4. It's good serving, isn't it? Consistently jamming Sampras in the body.
Yes, and I would think by now, Sampras yet to have a break point, not really threatening. He's got to change where he's standing in the court, make Rafter serve to different spots.
Sorry, mate.
He even said, sorry, mate, when he played Rios, which I thought was stretching it a bit.
Well, in Australia, you always say mate when you don't know someone's name. It's a great way of greeting a stranger, so.
Yeah. Mate.
Yes, I think Peter's been a bit guilty. He's tried to stand in. He's stood his ground from the start of the match. He's been returning from on the baseline or thereabouts. And he really needs just to change the scenery a little bit for Rafter.
40-15.
He has produced that wide serve well, hasn't he, so often too. Pete hasn't handled it.
Well, it's hard to know what to do. You know it's coming, but he hits it so well. He hits it close to the line, heavy. It really kicks at you. It's hard to explain just how vicious the spin on the serve of Rafter is. 2 set points.
One will do.
Well, that was particularly well done from Pat Rafter because it's tough when you break early and you've got to hang on to your serve for 3 or 4 games. Sometimes in a set, you pinch a break at the death. Not easy to do against the #1 player in the world. Roll through a set after you affect the early break.
Pity. He just couldn't control it. Just too high for him. Brilliant quick decision there, the lob volley from Sampras.
Rafter chose to play that smash round arm. Connors like. I thought he had time to play a regular smash.